Come by, drive up, make those donations just like the good old days. But so again, that's this Wednesday. We're very excited. I do want to go back to the snow really quick because those images, that B-roll was just, it was magical. I was not here, but I was watching from afar, having so much FOMO. When I was actually, I think maybe 4th or 5th grade, 2004, when it snowed that time before. That was magical. It was a Christmas miracle.
Extra magical.
Yes, but that 2017 was also really magical for the families who were here for that.
We'll continue with the magic, and we'll have one more guest appearance from Alan Holt.
Oh, yes,
as an elf. Yeah, we miss Alan on this Monday, of course. But in your forecast, since we're talking about snow, Alan was here during the 2017 snow event, and our elf version
there he
has
is.
us remembering the white Christmas that Leslie mentioned. 2004, the only white Christmas, the snow depth was 4 inches. That's the only white Christmas on record here in the coastal bend. So yeah, one more appearance from Alan. Then we'll start putting some other elves periodically, maybe throughout our weather forecast leading up to Christmas. But yeah, we just had to say one more time that we miss you, Alan. Here's a look at our 2017 snowfall map, right? Look at that. There was a huge swath of snow that was over 2 inches. Some areas getting nearly 6 to 8 inches of snow, and it really is almost magical when we talk about how snow develops here in the coastal bend. The recipe for snow is complicated. It is not for the new forecaster, essentially. I'm just trying to say like new baker, right? Anyway, moisture in the snow growth region. We've got to find that, and we've got to get our warm layer, which tends to be just above the surface. There's this little warm layer that likes to melt the snow. We've got to get that layer below freezing in order to guarantee snow. We're going to need a strong cold front to move through first. So that's step one. A strong cold front comes in. Then the coastal trough develops for moisture. So that coastal trough develops, and that essentially helps bring moisture into the coastal bend and kind of keep it there, even with the cold front moving in. Temperatures are going to continue to drop with more cold air moving in as an upper level trough deepens and strengthens. Excuse me, and puts the jet streak right over the coastal bend for more lift. Moisture flow from the Pacific in the already cold air. That is what we need for the snow to develop. So the 2017 snow setup, you get 2 areas of high pressure, 1 of low pressure. That colder air sweeps in first. That's step 1. Then the jet stream really develops and brings up that Pacific moisture. That's step 2. Step 3, with the jet stream, there's a jet streak. That's where we get really strong winds, where the pressure gradient is tightest, right? And when you're in certain regions of the jet streak, that helps induce lift as well. And we need all of these things to meet right where we are in order to get snow here in the coastal bend, and that happened. As we are looking at our upper level pattern today, it doesn't look quite the same. The trough is way over, more so over the eastern half of the United States. We are not getting that deep trough that gets down into the Baja Peninsula and even into South Texas. That is not the pattern we're in. So we've got a warm up to talk about for the days to come. I guess for me, that's fortunate. For everyone, not so fortunate. Our rainfall forecast is not great with this pattern either. As far as Tuesday goes, we will start off with some fog. We're going to see some sunshine and temperatures in the afternoon. Yep, you guessed it, they're going to get warmer. So one of the big reasons why is high pressure and where that high pressure sets up. But there is another cold front potentially on the way. Thursday, there's like a baby front that tries to sneak in. You're barely going to notice it. As we get into the weekend, that's when we have a chance for a second front that we will be keeping an eye on. That one looks like it will shift our winds out of the northeast, but the upper level pattern will be kind of fighting the low level pattern. So there's not a lot of confidence yet of how cold it will actually get. These numbers could be trending down as we continue on into the week ahead. But for now, we've got those sunny days to talk about. We've got the warming trend into Thursday, really Wednesday. Thursday, a tiny bit cooler as we just see more cloud coverage and maybe a brief shift of northerly winds there. But overall, an above normal week lies ahead.
All right, December in South Texas. All right.
Yeah, sometimes it's 90, sometimes it snows.
Right? No in between. All right, Miss Carly, thank you for that. Still to come here on 3 News.